Hello my Pokemon Go players out there. Welcome back to another Pokemon Go vlogs with Electric Avenue. And for today's video, I'm going to be going over how to defeat Hisuian Avalugg for Hisuian Avalugg Raid Day on December 24th at 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So we're going to go over some differences between both the Kalos Avalugg and the Hisuian Avalugg. We're also going to go over Hisuian Avalugg weaknesses, and we're going to go over some counters to use against Hisuian Avalugg. So make sure to hit that like button, comment down below if you find this helpful, subscribe to this channel, don't forget to click on the notification bell, and to share this video with your friends. So without further ado, let's get started. So the difference between our Avalugg that we know, the Kalos one, and our Hisuian Avalugg that we also know from Pokemon Legends Arceus. But first, our Kalos one is just a pure ice type, while our Hisui one has a double typing, and that typing of course is ice and rock. Now, Hisuian Avalugg of course does have some weaknesses that are different from the regular Avalugg, and since Kalos Avalugg is of course a monotype, it only has some weaknesses. But we're not focusing on that Avalugg. Our primary focus of course is Hisuian Avalugg, since this is a Hisuian Avalugg Raid Day. Now Hisuian Avalugg has 6 different types of weaknesses. And of course, 2 weaknesses which do 4 times the damage against it, and 4 that do 2 times the damage against it. For the 2 times the damage, it is weak to grass, water, ground, and rock attacks. Although I'd avoid using grass and ground type Pokemon, because here's the thing about those 2 types. Those 2 types are basically weak to ice type attacks, and we don't know exactly what Hisuian Avalugg is going to know yet in Pokemon Go. But of course we will find out more about Hisuian Avalugg's moveset on Friday, since of course leakers can confirm what the moveset is going to be. Its 4 times weaknesses do include fighting types and steel type attacks. So for a team you're going to use against Hisuian Avalugg, I'd recommend bringing in some fighting and steel types. You can also bring in some water, grass, ground, and rock types as well to help against Hisuian Avalugg. Now let's go over some primary metas that you can actually use against Hisuian Avalugg for Raid Day. This of course will include some Mega Pokemon, some Shadow Pokemon, and some regular Pokemon as well. To start off, let's go with our fighting types, since of course it is 4 times weak to fighting type attacks. For starters, you're going to want to use Mega Blaziken, since Mega Blaziken is the strongest fighting type in Pokemon Go. Mega Lopunny is also exceptional, but I recommend using Mega Blaziken. Terrakion is another good fighting type to use as well. If you have a Shadow Machamp, you can use that also. Keldeo, of course, is another wise choice to use, since it is both a water and fighting type. It is actually number 5 in the fighting type meta on the Pokemon Go Hub webpage. You can also use Shadow Hariyama, Lucario, Machamp, and Conkeldurr as well for your fighting type Pokemon. Some steel types that you can use against Hisuian Avalugg include Shadow Metagross, since Shadow Metagross is number 1 of the best steel types to use, especially since it knows the move Meteor Mash. You can also use regular Metagross as well. Some Mega Steel types that you can use are Mega Aggron, Mega Scizor, and Mega Steelix. What's good about the Megas is that if you want to boost the type attack for your Pokemon, you can use a fighting and steel type. This is also good if you're planning on soloing Avalugg Raid Day, since of course Hisuian Avalugg is going to be a 3-star tier raid. Dialga of course is another exception as well. Shadow Scizor is another good one to use also. You can also use Zacian. Even though it's just a pure fairy type, it will know the moves Metal Claw and Iron Head. Some grass types that you can use against Hisuian Avalugg, you can use Mega Sceptile and Mega Venusaur as a weakness for Hisuian Avalugg. You can also use Shadow Tangrowth, Zarude, and Kartana as well. For water types, I recommend bringing in Mega Swampert or Mega Blastoise or Mega Gyarados as one of the types to use against Hisuian Avalugg, since Hisuian Avalugg of course is a rock type. You can also use Shadow Swampert and Shadow Feraligatr and Kyogre as well. For a rock type attacker, I'd say bring in Mega Aerodactyl. You can also bring in Rhyperior, Shadow Tyranitar, and Shadow Aggron. Rampardos, of course, is another good exception as well. Some ground types, of course, you can use as well include Shadow Mamoswine, Garchomp, the Reinformed Landorus, and Groudon as well. But like I said before, be careful with using your grass types and ground types. You'll never know if Hisuian Avalugg is going to know an ice type charge attack or an ice type fast attack. So let's go over what's going to happen on Hisuian Avalugg Raid Day. This event will start on Saturday, December 24th, 2022 from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. It will appear more frequently in 3-star raids. And if you're doing in-person ones, you can earn up to 5 additional daily raid passes from spinning photo discs at gyms. And of course, you'll have an increased chance of getting a shiny Hisuian Avalugg. And of course, this is its shiny form right next to me. So if you're planning on doing a Hisuian Avalugg raid day and follow my advice, you'll be able to do Hisuian Avalugg with your friends, or if you're planning on soloing it, you can even do it by yourself. Is there anything else to discuss about Raid Day? I don't think there is. I think that's pretty much it for Hisuian Avalugg Raid Day. But yeah, that's basically it for... Yeah, that's basically it. Nothing else really to discuss for Hisuian Avalugg Raid Day. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I'll make sure to see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, everyone!